Kearney High School A+ students, this is your A+ training video. This video is mandatory to watch in its entirety before you begin your A+ tutoring. For any questions about the A+ program, contact the A+ coordinator, Laura Hartman, who's located at Kearney High School. And as you can see, there is my email address and my phone number. And if you need any A+ documents or for more specific answers to your questions, you might want to visit the Kearney High School A+ website, and the address for that site is at the bottom of your screen. Kearney High School became an A+ designated school in 2012. This means that Kearney High School graduates who meet the state requirements for A+ certification can qualify for up to 2 years of full tuition to any public community college or technical school in the state of Missouri. The requirements to become A+ certified are for students, and most of these requirements will be from grades 9 through 12. It is very important that students keep track of their requirements to become A+ certified at the end of their senior year. The first requirement is to complete an A+ application. Students can find this form on the Kearney High School A+ website or also in the A+ office. Attend an A+ designated school for 3 years prior to graduation. Number 3, have a cumulative GPA of at least 2.5 on a 4.0 scale, and this is grades 9 through 12. Number 4, have a minimum 95% cumulative attendance rate, and this is also grades 9 through 12. For more information on the attendance rate and how attendance appeals work during the senior year, please look at the 2017-2018 Student Handbook, and it has dates for appeals and paperwork that's accepted for an attendance appeal. And an attendance appeal would be if your attendance was below that 95%. Number 5, complete at least 50 hours of tutoring at a Kearney School District site. Number 6, maintain a good citizenship record. Avoid unlawful use of drugs and alcohol. There is more information on the good citizenship record and how that might impact your A+ certification, and that is also in the student handbook on the A+ website. Number 7, make a good faith effort to complete the FAFSA. Number 8, receive a score of proficient or advanced on the Algebra 1 EOC or another DESE-approved mathematics exam. Students may also meet this requirement by having a combined ACT math score and GPA. To see a chart of this ACT score and GPA, look on the Kearney High School A+ website. And males only must register for selective service by the time they're 18. Requirements to maintain eligibility after high school will be taken care of by your post-secondary institutions. First one would be to enroll and attend full-time at a participating public community college or vocational technical school. Number 2, be seeking a degree or certificate in the school in which you are enrolled. Number 3, not be pursuing a degree in theology or divinity. Number 4, not have a criminal record that would prevent the receipt of student financial aid. Number 5, have a good faith effort to complete the FAFSA. Number 6, achieve at least a 2.0 on a 4.0 scale at the end of fall semester. And number 7, complete 12 semester credit hours or the equivalent in which you receive an A+ award to maintain eligibility for next term. So how can you begin your A+ tutoring? There's some paperwork and things to complete before you enter that classroom on your first day. The first one would be to complete that A+ program application. Number 2 is to complete a confidentiality agreement, which you will find online or in the A+ office. Number 3 is to review the 2017-2018 A+ Student Handbook. This handbook is very detailed, and it goes over all of the A+ policies, requirements, and specifically goes over appeals processes and things like that. Number 4, complete the tutoring training verification form. You will need to complete that form after watching this video. Number 5, join the A+ Tutoring Google Classroom. And 6, if you are tutoring outside of the A+ tutoring class, please contact Mrs. Hartman to set up a tutoring location. This would be if you're going to tutor after school or before school or during summer school hours. Tutoring hours will not be approved unless they are coordinated through Mrs. Hartman. Before you begin your tutoring, here are some daily expectations for entering that A+ classroom. First thing is that communication is key. Contact your host teacher if you are absent from school. The teacher and the students there are going to develop a relationship with you, and they're going to be expecting you at that same time every day. If you have to be gone for any reason, please send an email to your host teacher and to me, and just let us know why you're not there that day. Number 2, attendance is absolutely mandatory. If you are in the A+ tutoring class, attendance is part of that grade for being there, and it's an expectation if you're at school that you are over there at your host school for tutoring. You may not stay at the high school and work on assignments that you're behind on during your A+ time. Expectation is that as soon as you're supposed to be there, you sign out at the high school and you report to your host school. Number 3, all student information is to be kept confidential. Number 4, you are a role model for your students. They're really going to look up to you, so it's really important to be that positive person in their life. Number 5, be positive and initiate helping students. Ask your teacher, hey, what can I help with today? Instead of going in and having a seat. Most likely you will be helping out with the same things every day if you're in elementary, because they're on a very strict schedule. Number 6, complete your tutoring logs daily. It's really important that you have them signed and that you fill out your daily activities so that when it comes time to turn them in, is that they're ready to turn in. Number 7, always complete the sign-in sheet at Kearney High School and your host school. You need to sign out at Kearney High School, sign into your host school, then sign out at your host school, then sign back in at Kearney High School. Never ever sign in or out for anybody else. You need to only do that for yourself. And lastly, check your student email often and join the A+ Google Classroom for regular updates. The A+ Google Classroom will have all documents on it you need, and I will send out reminders of when things are due, or if you don't go to tutoring on a certain day, that information will be posted in the Google Classroom. Student safety and confidentiality, which is very important to keep in mind as an A+ tutor. There are certain expectations we have of safety and confidentiality. First, all information about students must remain confidential. Absolutely no discussing your students' needs with others or posting on social media. No taking pictures of or with any of your A+ students. And if there is something that is concerning, if you have a concern about a student's safety, it is mandatory that you report this to your host teacher or the A+ coordinator as soon as you possibly can. Tutoring is going to look different at each grade level. I think every year I have students ask, if they're at the preschool, what are they going to do? If they're at the high school, what are they going to do? It's most importantly is that you're working with other students and helping those teachers to kind of help meet the needs of some of their students. Making copies, grading papers, decorating bulletin boards, and any other clerical activity does not count towards that 50-hour tutoring requirement. Here are some examples of activities that you might be doing in your classroom. One-on-one tutoring. That could be at a high school level classroom or even down at the preschool level. You might be working one-on-one with the student, maybe working on colors or sounds or letters. You might be going over flashcards with one student or a small group. You might be reading to a small group, helping students with class projects, assisting students with assignments, helping students review spelling words or math facts, and reviewing colors, numbers, days of the week, letters, etc. There are many, many more examples of different types of tutoring activities, but it's going to look different whether you're tutoring at the preschool, the elementary, the middle school, junior high, or some of you might be in the high school classrooms as well. As an A+ tutor, you're going to have a chance every day to impact the lives of the students that you see. Please be positive, and please just be that initiator that goes in with a great attitude and asks, what can I help with today? To join the A+ Google Classroom, Here is the class code that you will need to fill in. And all A+ tutors must join this A+ Tutoring Google Classroom for updates and documents and class schedule changes of any type. All A+ tutors need to complete the A+ training verification form after completing this video. You can find copies of the form on the Kearney High School A+ website, and I will be putting them in our Google Classroom as well. For any questions about the A+ program, please contact Laura Hartman at Kearney High School. There is my phone number and there is my email address. The Kearney High School A+ website or the Missouri Department of Higher Education website has more detailed information on the A+ program.